The growth fallacy. How coaching ideologies sell you a perpetual chase for better. In the glossy world of coaching and self-help, growth is held up as the ultimate virtue. It's sold as the answer to everything. Better relationships, a better mindset, and ultimately a better life. The success stories are plastered everywhere. People who changed their mindset, lost weight, landed their dream jobs, or manifested their perfect partners. At first glance, these transformations appear to validate the claims of coaching frameworks like NLP, Neuro-Semantics, and other rapid change ideologies. But beneath the surface lies a darker reality, one that few want to talk about. The collateral damage of these transformations and the flawed promise of perpetual growth. The illusion of forever change coaching often markets growth as a permanent upgrade, a skill set or mindset shift that you carry with you forever. Learning better communication or adopting a new way of thinking is presented as a kind of enlightenment. But this idea is fundamentally flawed. Life is not static. Circumstances change, new challenges arise, and the lessons learned in one context may no longer apply in another. The knowledge and insights gained through coaching are not eternal truths. They are tools that work until they don't. For example, someone might learn to change their mindset and manifest a new life. They'll embrace new relationships, new careers, and new ways of thinking. On the surface, this looks like a glowing testimonial, the kind of success story that coaches love to promote. A person with a new mindset, a new house, and a manifested new partner appears to embody the power of NLP. But when you dig deeper into the full context, a different picture emerges. The changes in personality, the mixed messaging, and the manipulation that often accompany these transformations reveal significant emotional and relational damage. What might look like success on paper can actually highlight the failure of these ideologies when taken in their entirety. When the original loving, compassionate, and family-oriented person is replaced by someone who lies, cheats, gaslights, and manipulates, all in the name of becoming their authentic self. It's hard to call this transformation a success. Add to this the fallout, broken families, damaged relationships with children, depression, and even mental health crises. The shiny exterior of manifested success becomes tarnished when viewed in its entirety. The cost of rapid change ideologies like NLP promise transformative results in record time, and on the surface they deliver. Mindset shifts can indeed lead to dramatic changes in behavior and outcomes. But this transformation often bypasses the emotional depth required for true, sustainable growth. The result? A surface-level version of success that can lead to emotional turmoil when reality doesn't match the idealized vision. Consider the example of someone who's told they need to embrace their authentic self through coaching. This person might leave a long-term relationship believing they've outgrown it. They may even convince themselves that this decision is a triumph of personal growth. But what if this authentic self is simply a fleeting construct, one born out of coaching jargon, rather than true self-awareness? The aftermath often includes broken relationships, emotional distress, and even estrangement from loved ones. And yet, these failures are rarely discussed. The coaching industry thrives on its success stories while sweeping its casualties under the rug. The role of susceptibility in coaching success. Recent research sheds light on why certain people may be more likely to embrace coaching ideologies like NLP. Nick Tiller, in a recent article, highlights the bullshit receptivity scale, a tool developed by researchers at Regina University to measure one's susceptibility to pseudoscientific ideas. The study involved presenting participants with algorithmically generated, syntactically correct but meaningless statements, phrases akin to Deepak Chopra's most enigmatic musings. Participants who found these statements profound scored higher on the receptivity scale, indicating a greater likelihood of accepting pseudoscience. This research suggests that those already entrenched in certain mindsets or belief systems, such as pseudoscience or spiritual ideologies, are more likely to accept frameworks like NLP. These practices thrive not because they are universally effective, but because they appeal to individuals who are already predisposed to accept them without. Skepticism. For the skeptical mind, the flaws and inconsistencies in these ideologies are more apparent. But for those who are primed to believe, these frameworks provide a sense of purpose, direction, and validation, even if the foundation is shaky. The trap of perpetual growth. When asked about the end goal of growth, a common response from coaching proponents is, growth is perpetual. On the surface, this seems like an inspiring idea. Who wouldn't want to keep improving and striving for their best life? But this mindset reveals a hidden trap. If growth is never ending, then it inherently implies that who you are now is not enough. It creates a lifelong pursuit of an ideal that can never be attained, a utopian vision of success, happiness, and fulfillment that always remains just out of reach. For spiritual believers and coaching enthusiasts, this endless pursuit often comes with a sense of constant doubt. No matter how much they grow or transform, there's always something more to achieve. A better relationship, a higher salary, a more evolved mindset. The irony is that this quest for growth often undermines the very fulfillment it promises. Instead of finding peace and contentment, people are left chasing an ever-moving goalpost. Selling the feeling of not enough, at its core, the coaching industry's marketing strategy hinges on a single powerful idea. You are not enough as you are. Whether it's through NLP, manifesting techniques, or mindset coaching, the message is the same. You need to be more, do more, achieve more. This creates a cycle of dependency where clients keep coming back for more programs, more tools, and more growth. This is not unique to coaching. It mirrors the capitalist mindset of bigger, better, more. Just as consumerism thrives on making people feel inadequate without the latest product, coaching thrives on making people feel inadequate without the latest transformation. It's a sugar high, a momentary burst of excitement and empowerment that fades, leaving people hungry for the next fix. The reality of sustainable growth, true growth, is not about perpetual striving. It's about understanding that life is cyclical. There are seasons for change and seasons for stability. Growth is not a constant upward trajectory. It's a process of expansion and contraction, of learning and unlearning, of striving and resting. Real growth comes from integrating these cycles into your life, rather than constantly chasing the illusion of better. When growth is framed as the ultimate goal, it sacrifices contentment in the present. Relationships, careers, and even personal happiness are put on hold in the name of becoming something more. But what if the real challenge isn't to grow, but to learn how to be? To find value and meaning in the present moment, rather than always looking to the future. The unspoken failures. The coaching industry avoids discussing its failures. There is no regulatory body to hold coaches accountable, no mechanism to address the harm caused by unregulated practices. The failures, however, are real and immediate: broken families, mental health struggles, and lives left in chaos. These consequences are not anomalies. They are the inevitable result of a system that prioritizes rapid change and perpetual growth over true, holistic well-being. Redefining growth. It's time to challenge the narrative that growth is the be-all and end-all of life. Growth is not about becoming someone new or achieving some idealized version of yourself. It's about deepening your understanding of who you already are and learning to navigate life's complexities with grace and resilience. It's about building meaningful relationships, fostering emotional depth, and finding peace in the present moment. The coaching industry's promise of transformation is seductive, but it comes at a cost. The endless pursuit of growth can leave people feeling hollow, disillusioned, and disconnected. Instead of chasing a utopian ideal, perhaps the real work lies in embracing the imperfections of life and learning to thrive within them. After all, growth is not about becoming more. It's about realizing that you were enough all along.